Welcome back to the channel. My name is Darren Kellerman. This is Squarely on the Level, working in association with the Grand Lodge of Kansas. I'm outside this week, and why? Well, sometimes the things you want to get done, you can't get done because of things that you have to do. And as we get started, let me tell you the way to organize things if you have that same issue. Now, I wanted to get this recording done days in advance. Right now, as I speak to you, it is Sunday, April the 7th. Thanks for watching the first time or on the rewatch. I really appreciate that. I like to get this recorded a day or so, hopefully more in advance, but sometimes that can't happen. And the way, if you're having trouble prioritizing things, a Grandmaster taught me this years ago, and current Grandmasters over the past decade have followed this pattern and encouraged this in all members of the craft. And the way to prioritize things is faith, family, vocation, and then fraternity. If you do things in that order, you should never go wrong. Faith, family, vocation, work, and fraternity. So, I had to family first, and then work. I'm on a break right now recording this, so we'll hope I don't get called away. Some of you will be hoping I get called away just to see that happen, but follow that organizational pattern, and you should be just fine. If you're going to like what you see in today's video, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and notification bell as well. You'll be notified automatically every time we upload new content. First thing, if you haven't registered for the Grand Master's reception and dinner next Saturday, go to the Grand Lodge website and do that right now. Just hit the pause button, go to www.kansasmason.org, news and events, and click down the registration tab right there. Come down and meet our new Grand Master, Dale Morrow. He is the 150th Grand Master of Kansas. Meet the current Grand Lodge officers. It's to be down at the Wichita Marriott. If you just want to come for the meet and greet reception, you don't have to register, but if you want to stay for dinner, you've got to get your registration in right now today, because I think registration is cutting off on Monday. So I've still got to get mine in. I thought I did it, but I looked through my records and I don't. So as soon as I get in recording this, I'm going online and getting my reservation in. So that is next weekend, Saturday, April the 13th in Wichita. Come meet the 150th Grand Master of Kansas, Dale Morrow, and the Grand Lodge officers. That'll be at the Wichita Marriott. Drawing a blank on the time right now. It is late afternoon. I believe the meal starts, or the banquet starts around 6:30 or 7 o'clock. There's a social hour with a cash bar before that. Hope to see you there. I'm going to be there. Maybe we'll record the show down there, and you can be in that. Love to see you there. Just like everything, www.kansasmason.org is the place to go for all your Grand Lodge needs. And are there other places that you could go? Certainly. This past week, one of the events that occurred was virtual education with the Kansas Lodge of Research. If you missed it, why? It was an awesome event. Brother Robert Johnson talked about, I just lost it, Chamber of Reflection. And no, he's not a Kansas brother, but that's the beauty of it. We teleconferenced him in. It was like he was in the next room talking to you like I am now. We had a great group of guys. If you've looked at the Kansas Lodge of Research Facebook page, I think there's a picture on there of part of that meeting. But we were online for about an hour listening to Brother Robert talk, and it was awesome. He gave some of the history of it, the potential importance of it in candidate preparation, or just in the advancement of a candidate in things. And it was wonderful, thought-provoking. I learned some stuff that I never knew, and I thought I knew quite a bit about Chambers of Reflection. If you want to see it again, Director Alex Powers has posted it on the Kansas Lodge of Research member site. So if you're a member of the Kansas Lodge of Research and want to see that, or the previous Masonic education session, virtual education session, just go on to the Kansas Lodge of Research website. It's www.kslor.org. So I'll post that down in the description of this video, so you can just click on that. But that is a members only thing. And if you're not a member of the Kansas Lodge of Research, I can't say this enough, why aren't you? If you don't do anything, it's $50 a year. You're going to get access to 4 or 5 of these virtual education sessions and a lot of other stuff for free, essentially. You have access to the archives of the Kansas Lodge of Research. All sorts of seminars and benefits come with that. If you want to invest a little bit and write a paper, currently there's not many restrictions on content of the paper. Submit a paper of interest. Dues to the Lodge of Research, $10. So for $10 a year, plus the paper, you get all those benefits of being a Kansas Lodge of Research member. I can tell you, this week's virtual Masonic education session, or virtual education session, worth way more than $10. The one before that, with Ryan Flynn on Masonic art interpretation, wow, same deal. And if you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. Awesome. Just flat out awesome. So check out the Kansas Lodge of Research website, www.kslor.org. Thank you to everyone that sent in their lodge activities that were coming this past week. Saw some great pictures from the candlelight degree down in at Unity Lodge. That was great. Looked like they had a great time. That's where they did a lodge meeting in candlelight back like they did in the early 1800s. Saw pictures of guys in period dress, overalls, denim, things like that. Looked like the district deputy. I think there was 2 district deputies there. I know one was there for certain. Looked like they had a great time, and I understand they had a great crowd, people from 5, 6, 7 or more lodges. So all that from advertising that event well. They put it on the Grand Lodge Trestle board. I know they put it on their area Facebook page. Just a great event. If you have degree work coming up or a special lodge event, just let me know here at squarelylevel@kansasmason.org, or if that's too much, kellerman@kansasmason.org. I'll make sure we can get it on the area Facebook page. I'll get with your area district and district deputy to help that. If we can put it on the Grand Lodge Trestle board calendar, I certainly will. I love seeing pictures. Please send us that information. We want to advertise your lodge event to make it a huge success. So a lot of stuff coming up. This upcoming week, I know Parsons has that double entered apprentice degree coming. So we'd love to see a great crowd down there. We still have a barnyard degree. I know on the 18th, we're scheduled to do a Rusty Nail degree. Not sure who's playing the part of Rusty, but that's going to be up at Palmyra Lodge in Baldwin City. So thanks for the invite there. There's going to be a meal before that. If you want more information on that, just drop me a line, or it's on the Kansas Trestle Board calendar as well. So looking forward to attend that. What's a Rusty Nail degree? Well, every lodge has those brothers who haven't been for a while. And when you contact them, they're always worried about, well, I just, and they kind of hem-haw around. The reality is they're afraid because they forgot that secret password or secret handshake, or whatever it is, the secret signs we do, or whatever people think. And they think they've forgotten those. Maybe they have. And the way we used to have to communicate those to a brother who's forgotten those isn't the way we do it now. But some guys are just too embarrassed or feel uncomfortable saying, I forgot, can you help me? Grab onto them, bring them to a Rusty Nail degree. It is all explained. All you need to get into a Rusty Nail degree is your dues card. You should carry your dues card everywhere you go, because you never know. I've got mine right here. This would be great if I don't have it, wouldn't it? But no, here's mine right here. I carry it everywhere I go. It's right behind my driver's license. That's all you need to get into a Rusty Nail degree. Is there a script to follow for the people who are participating in that? Yes, but it only requires 2 to 3 people to do it. We'll get you the appropriate staff to help you out with the educational part of it. It takes about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hour, however long you want it to last. But it's going to communicate all those things that a brother may have forgotten over the years to get them feeling good about those things so they can come back and be an active participant in the lodge. It is a fun evening. The brother will not be put on the spot about anything. Just show the dues card and you're in. And like we're doing in Baldwin City, they're having a meal beforehand. Even better. So I will be there. I hope to see you there for the Rusty Nail degree. Last thing I want to cover in today's episode, I hear talk about the elevator speech or things like that. That's the most common term right now is, what is your elevator speech about Freemasonry? And what does that mean? Well, a lot of times when we're out doing stuff now, whether we're out with the raffle car or at some event we're hosting, whether it be a cancer screening clinic or doing stuff at the school for scholarships. Scholarships are out, by the way. Congratulations to all the recipients and lodges who have scholarships, over $200,000 in scholarships awarded this year, so awesome job. But when we're doing presentations or out in public, we get a lot of questions about what is this Freemasonry? And the worst thing you can do is not have anything prepared. You know what Freemasonry is, but it's really hard to communicate that sometimes to a non-Mason. That's something you need to think about. This past week in the mail, the Kansas Masonic Foundation mailed out a nice yellow envelope about yay big. In my preparations for today's video, it's still at home on my desk. But inside of that was a lot of stuff that you can mention when talking about the good things that Freemasonry does. It just kind of helps you poop things in there. Everybody always says the Kansas Masonic Foundation sends us a lot of mail and a lot of stuff in the mailbox. Yeah, they do. But if you look at that stuff, you'll know what Freemasons do for the community. And that's what people want to know. We can preach about making good men better all the time. People don't get that unless they're a Freemason. That's something we say, I think, to make ourselves feel better. People want to know, what are Freemasons doing for me? What are they doing for my community? And all this stuff that the Kansas Masonic Foundation mails out, read that. Especially this packet that was mailed out to all Kansas Masons this past week has a lot of bullet points in there. If you didn't get that yet, drop me a line. I'll talk to the foundation. We'll get you one of those. Or I'll email you the list. If we were in the studio today, I'd have the list going tick, 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 right here. But that doesn't do you any good. You need to look at these things, think about them. A while back, I got a nice little fold-out thing. They're trying to put some caps on some endowment projects. And there was a great descriptions of some of the programs that the foundation is doing for Kansas Freemasonry, for Kansas as a whole. Some of the stuff is unbelievable that you didn't know about, I'm guessing. Even right now, I'll bet you 75% of the people watching don't know, can't name 3 of the programs that the Kansas Masonic Foundation does. And there's a whole bunch of them. No, you can't name, well, I hope you knew that we used to do the band camp. We got the scholarship program. What else is there, folks? You need to research it. Tell me what your favorite Kansas Masonic Foundation program is down in the comments below. Tell me what your lodge is supporting. My lodge is sponsored. We committed $5,000 over 5 years to the Kansas Masonic Foundation because we believe in what they're doing for Kansas and Kansas communities. So when you're asked what Kansas Freemasonry does, you should be able to rattle off those things, like the Literacy Center, like the Cancer Outreach Clinics, things like that. Look for that envelope that came in the mail this past week. Go back. Don't be throwing these things away. Open them up and read them. I'm not asking for you to make a donation. I'm guessing most of you watching already have. Thank you for that. Going to great causes. You don't need to donate. You just need to know the knowledge. If you want to go to the website, it is kansasmasonic.foundation. Really simple. kansasmasonic.foundation. And right there on the opening page has big pictures with some of the major programs right there. Scroll down to the bottom, has all the stuff you want to know. You want to apply for a scholarship and that's open, there's a link down there. All the stuff is right there. When they do the auction, there's a link right there on that page that you get from there. kansasmasonic.foundation. It's all so simple. If only we knew where to look. And now you do. So, just recapping. Don't forget to register for the Grand Master's reception and dinner. Send me your lodge events so we can get them on the calendar. Well, you know, I didn't want to have to dig in a list in my pocket, but you know, this thing goes, and I was trying to do it without looking. But Kansas Lodge of Research Virtual Education. If you're not a member, get on there and be a member. Heck, write a paper about something. Just has to be one sheet. Heck, you could probably get away with double spacing and just be a very short thing. Director Powers is like probably going, no, don't tell him that, Darren. But that's the reality, folks. Just do it. Get in for $10, then you get to see the virtual education for free. So, kslor.org. And finally, kansasmasonic.foundation has all your foundation programs, helps you with your elevator speech. If you liked what you saw in today's video, make sure you hit the like button, slide on over, hit the subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well. That'll get you notified every time we have an upload. I'm Darren Kellerman. This is Squarely on the Level. Until next week, keep it squarely on the level.